లానే కానీ ఇచ్చేసావు కదా షేఫీ. నో యాక్చువల్లీ యా ట్రై అవుట్. ఇంకా లోపలికి వెళ్ళలేదు ఇంకా. అది ఇంకా సార్ ఓపెన్ చేశారు. అవును. ట్రై చేస్తున్నాడు. ఇట్స్ ఓకే, విల్ సి. జాయిన్ అవుతారులే. సరే అలాగే. ట్రై చేయి.
Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, everyone. Please inform to your friends. Let them join as early as possible. Within few minutes, the section will be start. Madam, sir, okay na?
Not yet.
1 minute. Good afternoon, students. Please inform to your friends within 5 minutes the section will be start. Please let them to join as early as possible. We are going to give Facebook Live and YouTube Live also. Please check it. ఇక్కడ నేను గోటు లైవ్ అని కొడతా స్టార్ట్ అయితే కొడతాను మళ్ళీ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ అంతా లైవ్ వెళ్తుంది చూపిస్తాను ఇక్కడ గోటు అని కొట్టాలి అప్పుడు ఎమ్మటే ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది పార్టిసిపేట్ లింక్ ఇస్తే సారే ఉన్నా Good afternoon, students. Sorry for the disturbance. We are having a small net issue. Within few seconds, the section will be start. Please inform to your friends. Let them join as early as possible.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Shafi.
Is I
You
clear?
can, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
clear, sir.
listen.
Yeah.
Sorry, students. Sorry for the delay.
Yes. Yeah, Maheshwari, you start.
Yeah, few minutes, sir. Good afternoon, students. Today our speaker is Sheikh Shafi, sir. His qualification is MSc Chemistry. Total experience more than 9 years. From 3 years, sir is working as a technical trainer organization as a site training coordinator. Sir, heartily welcome to the section. I'm handovering to you.
Thank you, Maheshwari.
Sir, shall I start the PPT?
Yeah, you share PPT.
So today's session is our API basics. So our Shafi Sheikh, who has already had good experience in manufacturing area of API, and also he is a very good trainer. He'll be talking about API basics. So Shafi.
Yeah, thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, Maheshwari. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. So, as Maheshwari told, my name is Shafi. So, today I'm going to explain in this session briefly about API industry. Okay, Lakshmi,
Just a
Maheshwari,
minute, sir. I'm giving the live section.
So till then, what is API to you guys? So if somebody can put the abbreviation of API in the chat box, that will help us. What is API? API stands for.
So, Lakshmi, you able to see this chat box now? I'm unable to see.
Yes, I'm able to.
Yeah.
So we have no response what API stands for, but I try to give you API stands for active pharmaceutical. Very good, very good. Yeah, you're right, Sultana. It
Yeah.
is active pharmaceutical ingredient.
Madam, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
we are able.
but now I'm unable to see. Yeah, you start. Yeah, now I'm able to see. You put in a presentation mode. Yeah. So again, good afternoon, everyone. So today we will be going to discuss about API basics. Maheshwari, you go to next slide. So basically, in this training session, we are going to discuss about some terminologies in API manufacturing. That is drug substance. That means API. So basically, abbreviation of API is active pharmaceutical ingredient. Again, drug product. So drug product is formulated one, and different types of dosage forms in formulation, and basic idea about API process, and different departments which are in API manufacturing and their responsibility in that API manufacturing, and some key terminologies in this API manufacturing. So in DRL we give this training to new employees actually. So here the outcome is, so after completion of this training you will be able to understand what is API manufacturing, how they will do API manufacturing, and some technical knowledge you will gain. Then each department and their responsibility will be able to understand by the end of this training. Hope, Lakshmi, my voice is clear now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. Let's start.
Yeah. So next slide, Maheshwari. So basically what we do in API manufacturing and what we do in formulation. In API manufacturing, we take raw materials, solvents, and reagents and catalysts we'll take from the vendors, or sometimes it may be our in-house prepared only also. So we do manufacturing of active pharmaceutical ingredient. Basically, it is a powder. It is a powder. So the purpose is it is used for mitigation of diseases in humans and animals. Okay, the formulated one is it's a combination of API and some ingredients. So basically, these ingredients used for increasing the stability or masking taste and odor also. So basically, these two terminologies, which is drug substance, we'll say drug substance. Drug substance is API. Drug product is formulated one. So both are same. Here I have a question. Why can't we take API directly instead of formulated one? So see Lakshmi, any
Yeah, I am actually working on that. So the question to team is why we do a drug product and then we guys take the drug product, not a drug substance directly. Any guesses?
so both purpose is same, API and drug product also used for mitigation and prevention of diseases in both humans and animals. So why can't we take API instead of formulated one?
Uh, why
Yeah.
do we go for a drug product? We have an answer, but actually it's not the right one. Drug and substance.
Yeah, you go
Because
to
it is toxic, actually, API only is turned to be a drug product. So definitely, Sharmila Mala, even drug products are having API in that. Then that is also a toxic, right?
yeah
So
you.
any more guesses?
So I'll
Any
explain.
more guesses? Okay. Now I think they are unaware. So let's
Yeah.
put it, Shafi.
So basically, while we
One
manufacture,
answer we got from Ravi Kumar Kota, and he says it as ease of administration. So
ease of
it's
administration, okay,
yeah, it's a
partially
good
correct.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's mixed with ingredients that do not react with body. Okay. Okay. So okay, less toxicity if you make it as a drug product. Okay. It has therapeutic effects. Even API has therapeutic effects, Gaurav. Improve stability. Absolutely, Ravi. It
Yeah, it's a
gives
correct
product
answer
stability.
actually.
Great, great, good. Now let's listen to our trainer, what he
Yeah,
says.
yeah.
Continue.
Ashwari, go to next slide. So basically, while manufacturing of API, we use different types of chemicals which are very hazardous in nature. Some types of corrosive acids, bases. So its content is already there in API. So for that, what we are doing to remove that thing, we are adding some excipients. So with that, we can we cannot get this odor and taste and everything. So some basic reasons are there. One is accurate dose. So if you take API, you will get accurate dose there. You will not get any accurate dose. So let us take example of Dolo. You ask Dolo 650 mg. Here in API, we cannot get that some powder with how much weight it is. We cannot measure, na. So that's why for accurate dose, and again it will protect degradation in stomach. So basically we use different types of chemicals, so it starts degrading in our enteric thing. So that's why we do coating. So that coating will enable this thing. And next thing, convenience. So we cannot take API along with us when we are traveling and doing some other work, but medicines we can take along with us. Okay. I am unable to see the presentation. Hello.
Yeah, Shafi. Actually, even I am also.
So this is for sustained action basically.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shafi.
Yeah.
Whatever you can speak.
Then coming to different types of drug products, what we do in formulation, there are three types of drug products. One is oral, which we take through our mouth. This comes, some examples are tablets, capsules, powders, liquids, whatever we take through our mouth. This comes under oral. Okay. Then coming to parenteral. So these are injections. So one is intramuscular, intravenous, subcutaneous, intradermal. Intramuscular means this is given to muscles. So when it will give in 90 degree angle. This is intramuscular. Intravenous means which gives to our nerves directly into blood. Subcutaneous, and it is given to again in top of the skin, and intradermal above the skin. So basically four types of this comes under parenteral. Then comes to topicals, which is used for external use only, which is used for external ointment, paste, cream, gels. Basically drug products categorized into three types. One is oral, which we are taking into our body through mouth. Second one is parenteral, through skin, through blood, and third one is topical for external use. So this is for types of drug product. Maybe either it may be liquid, it may be solid, it may be gel, whatever it may be, which we are taking into our body. Yeah. Hope my voice is clear now, Lakshmi.
Yes. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Shafi.
So in next slide, I am trying to explain you the flow with a kitchen example. What we are doing in API manufacturing, it is same as what we are doing in our kitchen. Okay, so I am comparing the activities in kitchen with API manufacturing. With that, you will be able to know the process clearly.
Hey,
Yeah.
kitchen. Why kitchen, Shafi? You're taking us to, go and eat, make food.
No. Though just I'm comparing the activities what we are doing in the kitchen. Then
Okay.
what it's I'm linking to API. So
Okay.
any guess participants what we are doing in the kitchen? You are getting any answers, Lakshmi?
No, not yet. The question from Shafi is, why do you think he's comparing API manufacturing to kitchen? To cook food, to cook a food using raw materials. Eh, good, good. Raw
So
materials that are brought from manufacturers. Okay.
yeah.
There is
So
little bit connection, definitely, Gaurav and Charmila. Continue, Shafi.
yeah. So when we are doing some cooking in the kitchen, what we do, we take required materials from the trusted shop, and while we are taking from the shop, we check the quality of the materials what we have taken. Then after bringing to home, we do segregate and we store in refrigerator as per the conditions. Then before doing this thing, we do as per our number of people. See the comparison here. So in kitchen what we do, material from the trusted shop, we take required material from the trusted shop based on the quality. So the quality is very important here. Here in API manufacturing, raw materials, ingredients, reagents, catalysts, solvents, whatever required for the manufacturing, we take from the approved vendor. We take from the approved vendor. He is in our approved list. So we regularly monitor him how he is manufacturing this type of things. So we take from the approved vendor. How you are taking for kitchen also, here we take from the approved vendor. Then coming to next point, after taking material from the shop, we do check. After taking, we do check how quantity is received or not. Here also we'll take approval from the quality control department. So his material is right quality or not, we'll check from the quality control. Then coming to kitchen part, I told we do proper segregation in storing refrigerator as per the their required conditions for long last, for the stability purpose. Here also, for the raw materials whatever it may be, for them there will be a storage condition. Some materials need to be stored in 20 to 25 degrees. Some material need to be stored in 2 to 8 degrees. So based on that condition we need to store. Otherwise what will happen? So what will happen in your kitchen if you don't store in refrigerator? So it will be some degradation takes place. Here also, this raw materials, solvents, catalysts, whatever it may be, need to store in specified conditions. Otherwise, there will be a degradation or explosion what maybe takes place based on the conditions. So coming to kitchen, before starting cooking activity, we segregate based on the number of people, for number how many people we need to cook. Here also in the manufacturing, so materials we do as per the batch quantity, dispensing and everything. So let us say in cooking there are two candidates are there, for two candidates we do. Here also as per the batch quantity we do dispensing, then we start. Then here, before cooking, we do cleaning of utensils, whatever it may be. Before starting any operation, we do cleaning here. Here also, whatever equipment we are using in the API manufacturing, before starting the process, we do clean. So purpose of cleaning is, so you know what will happen if you don't clean the utensils in cooking. So there will be some previous material, everything will be there. That leads to some contamination. Here also, if we don't clean the equipment before operation, there will be a chances of contamination. So here in kitchen, nothing will happen. It comes to API plant, though we are manufacturing medicines which patients are using for mitigation and diseases, curing their diseases. So there will be a patient safety issue. Coming to uh, cleanliness of kitchen. So here also, when we are manufacturing in the API plant, along with the equipment, surroundings also will clean. So there will be a chances of again contamination. Then here, you know, some master chef is prepared in kitchen that will be very tasty. So here we do not do any trials and everything. We do as we proceed as per our standard operating procedure. Otherwise, people may vary. So based, I mean, different people will come into work as per their process they will do. Otherwise, we have a standard operating procedure. With that, we do any activity we are doing. There will be a process. With that, we will do. So this is basic comparison between kitchen and API plant. So with that, I am linking this API process to kitchen. So hope you understood, Lakshmi. There, if they have any questions.
Yes, yes. No questions so far.
So
Continue.
uh, I'm getting any speed, or I mean I need to go slow.
No,
What?
you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. See, that is the approach. What we are doing in our daily kitchen and what we are doing in our API manufacturing. Same. There is nothing different. So here we are using different types of equipment. So here I shown typical diagram what we do in API manufacturing. Basically, we take input materials, we do reactions. Reactions is nothing but conversion of one set of chemicals into another set of chemicals. We do this type of reactions in reactors. Maybe different types of reactors we have based on the requirement. Glass line reactor, stainless steel reactor. Then after this reaction process, there will be some distillation activities and separations, extractions will be there. All this we in API terminology we say unit operations. What we say unit operations. Anything we are doing, so reactions, distillation, separation, the term is unit operation. Okay, so first reactions we will do in reactor, then followed by filtration. How we are doing filtration in while or tea with a tea mixture, we do filtration like that. In our product in a solvent, we need to separate that solvent and our product. So for that we do filtration process. In that filtration process we separate our product with mother liqueurs. So we'll get product here and mother liqueur is mls. Then this material is further dried. So drying, purpose of drying is to remove some water content which is available in the wet cake. Then further we do size reduction, then separation process from the sieving operation, then blending if required, then packing. So basically uh, packing purpose is to protect the material from the conditions, so environment and everything. So basically we do packing in this type of containers and some poly bags we will use. This is the typical diagram of API flow what we are doing in the API manufacturing. Hope I am clear.
Yeah, absolutely. We have one question here, Shafi.
Yeah.
Uh, why API alone cannot show quick action as that of formulated drug?
Why?
API
Mm-hmm.
alone cannot show quick action
Mm.
as that of formulated drug.
So formulated drug basically we do some we add some ingredients and what we say flavors. So whenever it needs to give their quick action in that place it will give quick action. So basically when we take API it dissolves in our mouth only.
So
Lakshmi?
you are talking about location of action in the body. So you are
Yes.
trying to connect. So if something has to be released in urinary tract, then and through an API that is not going to serve the process purpose.
Yes.
So yeah. So
So
API is
here
that
I kept
complete.
some recap for your recap purpose. So what is drug substance? It's nothing but API. What we are manufacturing in the API plants. So so combination of drug substance and drug excipient is called drug product. And I told different types of routes: oral, parenteral, and topicals. And here what why can't we take API directly? I told different types of masking taste, order, need very quick action, accurate dose, protect environment, and sustained action. So for manufacturing API, we follow guideline ICH-Q7. This is the guide for API manufacturing. Yeah, Maheshwari. So here I would like to explain different departments involved in the API manufacturing, starting from production. It's a core department. The people who are in this department, they are responsible for manufacturing the process as per the specified batch production records. Then we will briefly explain in the next slide, that is production. Then quality control department is responsible for quality checks. Then warehouse is responsible for procuring raw materials, reagents, solvents, catalysts, whatever required for the process, they are responsible for the procurement. Supply chain management is responsible for identifying vendors and process R&D. PR&D means process R&D is responsible for troubleshooting in the and improving the process. Engineering services department is responsible for maintenance of equipments, breakdown maintenance, and supporting the production activities. HR and finance reporting responsible for employee fare and payroll department and hiring. IT is responsible for, we are using different types of systems in the manufacturing area, so for them IT people will support. And safety, health, and environment, they are responsible for the safety of the employees, health of employees, and uh, environment. While manufacturing different types of products, there may be a byproducts. So treatment of that effluent also they are responsible. So I am expanding here. So coming to warehouse, there will be a engineering warehouse. The goods required for engineering related things, this is the responsibility. Then coming to raw material warehouse, these people are responsible for raw material activities. Then coming to packing material, I told we use different types of packing materials. One is a white bag, another one is a black bag, another one is triple laminated bag, another one is container. So these people are responsible for this packing material. Then coming to solvent storage ad, there will be a tanks ad. In that we'll store different types of solvents. This is the responsibility of solvent storage. Then finished goods. So I told API. So storage of API after completion of the process. This is warehouse. Coming to quality control, so basically these people are responsible for analyzing material during the manufacturing operation or after completion of the manufacturing operation. So in this quality control, in this quality department, there are different types of quality control and quality assurance. Technical training also is the part of quality. Then coming to production, here we have three different categories. One is intermediate area, and another one is clean room, another one is SRS. Intermediate means, so we are manufacturing intermediate stages, so which is further processed for API, that is intermediate. Then clean room, so which we are manufacturing for final product API, that we say clean room. In clean room we do manufacturing of an active pharmaceutical ingredient. Then solvent recovery system, here during the process we'll get different types of products, mother liquids. For the purification of that mother liquids, solvent recovery system is responsible. Coming to engineering services department, we have different categories in this. One is electrical, they are supporting for the electrical activities. Another one is mechanical, these people are responsible for mechanical things, I mean any troubleshooting, pumps and everything. Then coming to civil, they are responsible for building and maintenance in the manufacturing plants. Utilities means while doing our operations, we are using RT water, brine, chilled water, nitrogen, air. This comes under utilities. They are responsible for the utility process. Then instrumentation. Instrumentation means this is the system we are using for digital displays. So these people are responsible for instrumentation. Again, coming to safety, I told there are three different things in that safety. One is safety, so basically people safety and the process safety. Coming to health, so every year they will be conducting this annual health checkups. And environment, basically treatment of effluents. Coming to others, in under others, HR will come, finance, IT, plant R&D, regulatory affairs, and FTCL. We'll discuss this in next slide.
So, Shafi, I was wondering what is that CTO which you have written?
Where?
CTO. CTO.
CTO means chemical technical operations. In our Dr. Reddy's departments, API manufacturing, we call these units are called chemical technical operations. So here we are using some chemicals and some technology. This is called chemical technical operations. This is our DRL terminology.
Great. Continue, please.
CTO means chemical technical operations. Yeah, you move to next slide, Maheshwari. This is a very important one. So there is a lot of things need to be discussed here. So any new product comes into a plant. So before starting manufacturing operations, what we do lab trials first, then followed by the plant trials, then followed by pilot trials, then followed by the plant trials, then coming to validation batches, then coming to regular one. So lab trials means this we conduct at R&D stage, means research and development stage. Basically, lab trials are helpful to identify critical process parameters, so which process is critical, and critical hazards which involve in the process, and critical quality attributes, and to identify yields and everything. Here we'll get this type of data in lab trials. Coming to this will be in very small scale lab trials, maybe in the grams or kgs. Coming to pilot plant, this is a bridge in between plant and lab trials. So here we do optimization, how to scale up. These studies we do in the pilot plant. This is a bit larger than lab trials. Then coming to plant, here we get compatibility, so how our product is behaving with respect to equipment and everything. So then we do validation batches. In the validation means it's a approach. We are saying that by doing with this process, we will be able to obtain a quality product with reproducibility continuously. Then it's a comes under regular batches. Hope Lakshmi.
Yes, Shafi, we are with you.
Any questions?
Team, any questions so far? Hope you guys are understanding. So lab trials, plant trials, validation batches.
So give 5 minutes time for if you have any questions.
Yeah. So any questions you can drop in the chat boxes. So one question we have from Charmila.
Mhm.
In company, I mean, she's asking about a pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. Production will there be a pilot scale? Probably she is asking in the production in manufacturing production department. Will they carry out a pilot scale?
Yes, we carry out pilot scale. Basically, pilot scale is basically to here to get scale. I mean, when we are doing large scale batches, so pilot scale study will give you a clear picture how it will behave in large scale. Because if we are doing in the grams here. We will not get any sufficient data. It's in grams because if we take large size quantity, reaction time will increase, drying time will increase. There may be chances of increasing everything. That's why we do pilot study. So basically, pilot study we don't do any manufacturing. This is basically for optimization study only. Clear?
Yeah. Next question, Shafi.
Mhm.
What is the difference between a pilot trial and a plant trial?
Okay, so it's in the same question which asked last time. So basically, in pilot plant, we are comparing that. So we did in glassware in lab trials. So coming to pilot study, so equipments which we are using in the process, such type of small equipments we take in the pilot plant, then we start increasing our batch size a bit and increasing throughput and I mean cut down in cost. Here we are trying to decrease our manufacturing cost. Then our increasing our efficiency. Here we will check. That is the main purpose of pilot study. Otherwise, from directly from lab trials to if we go to plant trial, there will be lot of differences. So that we cannot face anything there. So that is main purpose of pilot trials. Hope clear, Lakshmi?
Yeah, okay. We have one more question from Charmila.
Mm.
Pilot trial is a
Mm.
small scale production where plant scale is large scale production.
Mm.
Yeah, actually it is right, Charmila. But when you're doing the plant trials, you actually take care of the cost efficient turnaround times, cost effectiveness. There are something called as quality QB. What was that, Shafi? You
Yes,
say.
quality by design.
Yeah, so there will be some statistics generated, QBD kind of things also will be called out.
That is for
Then,
basically optimization purpose. We don't do I mean regular manufacturing in the pilot plant. These plants are basically to develop the process ease and efficient purpose.
yeah. Will excipient compositions inhibit the hazardous activity in API?
Uh,
Will
Again.
excipient compositions
Mhm.
inhibit the hazardous activity in API?
No, basically purpose of excipients is to stop I mean to mask the odor and taste because you take example of in our children they take this aristrogen syrup. If we give aristrogen syrup they will take some syrups in sore condition in sore toothpaste. That people they will not take directly because this is not good in taste. That is basic difference what excipients give.
Yes, Shafi, you can continue now.
Hoping till any questions are there still?
No, we will take it up towards the end.
Yeah, not a problem. We are running short. I'll try to. Here, workflow of API. So basically, we take raw materials from the outside and we store this at warehouse. Then this warehouse people will send a notification to quality control people. They will come and take the sample. Till they do analysis, this material is in quarantine zone, because this is in quarantine zone, no one should use this, is in quarantine. Then they will do analysis. If it is approved, they will kept in approved zone. Okay, then based on the production requirement, as per the request from the production people, warehouse people will dispense the material based on the batch requirement. Then these people, warehouse people, send the material to production persons. Then as per the batch process, production people start the activity. In between the activity, they send samples to QC for checking purpose. Basically this is for this is to check our process is moving correct or not. In between we send the samples. After completion of reaction, we send the sample to QC to test that key our sample, I mean our reaction is completed or not. Then we do further processing, powder processing, as I told. Then FG means finished goods. Then QC people will come again. They'll take sample from our API manufacturing which we manufactured. Then they do analysis. Then they send after completion of analysis, we store this material in approved zone. Then after everything, we send it to customer. So during this entire process, in this process, everyone is warehouse involved, production involved. Then in this process, QA person, quality assurance person, is responsible for the GMP. What is GMP? Abbreviation of GMP, you know. Um, Lakshmi, you just quote what is GMP? Lakshmi?
Yes, yes. We are getting answers. Good manufacturing practices. Absolutely right, guys.
So here actually manufacturing means, no, it's not only production. Manufacturing means the meaning of correct meaning of manufacturing is, so once we receive material from the vendor, then we send our manufactured API to a customer. So during this process, receiving material from the vendor and sending our material to customer, during in between the process is called manufacturing. So here, so everyone is responsible for the activity. GMP means good manufacturing practices. Under this, there is small c. What is C? Is anyone, can anyone answer? What is C?
They have chatted. They said current.
Yeah, current means, so GMP every day it is changing based on the regulatory approach, based on the audit observations, the based on the system improvement. It's continuously changing. That's why we kept C in front of GMP. Current good manufacturing practice. It is updating every time. So GMP is very important in the API manufacturing. As I told, we are manufacturing life-saving drugs. So we are not manufacturing any different types of things which this is very important here. Patient safety is very important. Our prime responsibility is patient safety. So GMP is very important thing. So quality assurance is responsible for the entire, during the entire process, from receiving material from the vendor till sending our material to customer. In between, quality assurance is responsible for the GMP, monitoring GMP, how people are doing the activity, they are following procedures or not. So they will check. This is the responsibility. And coming to engineering services department, as I told, we are using different types of machines, reactors, centrifuges, dryers, filters, everything we are using in the process. If anything break down, any maintenance activity, these people will support for that. Okay, then coming to safety. So during the entire process, these people are responsible for the safety of the people, safety, process safety, and environment. Then HR and environment, they will take care of everything. Yeah. Any questions, Lakshmi?
No, Shivi.
Yeah.
Please continue. Yeah.
So just I'm briefing the process of API manufacturing. As I told, here we take reaction. So this we do in reactor. Basically, we do in reactor. We here we have basically two types of reactor in general. One is stainless steel reactor, another one is glass line reactor. So we take our key starting materials, solvents into the process, and we'll start doing reaction. So for the basically in reaction, one set of chemicals is converting to another set of chemicals. This we do in reaction. Then coming to workup, after reaction there will be some side products, impurities will be forming. To removing that thing, we are doing some activities. I mean washings, extractions we do. The purpose of this workup is to remove impurities. Then coming to distillation, crystallization. Here separation of compounds. Distillation is separation of compounds. Crystallization is forming of compounds. Then coming to filtration, as I told, we do separate mother liquor and product by this process. Then coming to drying, to remove residual solvent from the material. So these are the steps involved in intermediate stage. Any questions, Lakshmi?
No, actually, we are doing good.
Can I move further?
Yes.
Yeah.
Email questions, you can put it in the chat box so that I can ask the trainer. You can continue, Shafi.
Yeah, Maheshwari, move to next slide. Basically, these steps involved in intermediate process. Now, what we are going to explaining here, this is in clean room. So we do API manufacturing, which is final product in clean room. Clean room is a facility. It is a different type of facility where we do our final product. This is a classified area. When our discussion comes on clean room, we'll discuss at that time. Coming to clean room, what we do, we take our intermediate, we go to dissolution in a reactor, then further we transfer this mass, reaction mixture into clean room through a filter process, through filtration process. Then we do isolation again in the clean room, then separation, drying. This is the same process which involves in the clean room also, but it's a classified area. Yeah, Maheshwari.
One question, ANFD stands for?
Agitated nudge filter cum dryer. Agitated nudge filter cum dryer. This is used for basically to separate mother liquor and drying the product.
So
Okay.
agitated nudge filter cum dryer.
Agitated nudge filter cum dryer. NUTSCH.
Yeah.
This is for both purposes, for filtration and drying. Okay, and coming to something other additional clean room operation, we do size reduction by using milling. If you want our particle size in between 6 to 10 microns, we do milling pulverization operation. And if we want below that thing, 6 to 10 micron, we use micronization process. This is basically these two equipments: milling, pulverizing, micronizing. These three are for size reduction activity. Then after size reduction, we do sieving for the homogeneous purpose, then packing, then storage. These are our storage containers. We use HDPE containers, high density polyethylene, for storing of API materials. Yeah, Maheshwari. Any questions, Lakshmi?
No questions.
Yeah, here we going to discuss about a clean room. As I told, we do our API manufacturing final product in clean room. Basically, clean room is a classified area or designed to overcome different types of contaminations. Is I audible, Lakshmi?
Yes.
So there is some network issue again. That's why I'm asking. So it's a classified area designed to control contamination. So basically, we speak about contamination. Basically, contamination comes from people, product, air. Different types of contaminations are there. So to overcome this contamination, we are using a classified area. And so here we are using some positive pressure. So basically our atmospheric pressure is 1 atm. So here in this facility we use more than 1 atm because we should not get any contamination from the outside. If we open doors of this room, the pressure is actually these rooms are in positive pressure. If we open the door, air from the room will go outside, but outside air will not come into inside. Okay, here we are using different types of filters to filter the air. Again, people who are entering into these clean rooms, they are properly trained. They are using gowning procedure because here we are manufacturing our final product. So we use head caps, we use nose masks, we use shoe covers, we use complete dongri to stop contamination from the people. Again, here we told people contamination by process. We overcome the contamination from the people by using gowning process. Here we are monitoring the particles also. So we are kept filters here 0.3 microns. Here we say the part filter name is HEPA. HEPA. HEPA means high efficiency particulated air filter. The micron size is 0.3. So particle size more than that will not come under this clean room. Okay, so air is filtered through HEPA. Okay, and we do microbiology monitoring also here. This is about clean room. Any questions, Lakshmi?
Yeah, we have one question from Gaurav. On which parameter to measure the cleanliness and contamination level? On which parameters do we measure the cleanliness and contamination level?
Basically, we do cleanliness. Here we do two types of cleanliness. So we use different types of cleaning agents to reduce microbial contamination. That is one thing. Again, we are using air in this in the clean room. That is again filtered through the HEPA filters. And the people who are coming inside, they are properly trained. They are using gowning procedure. So we are putting different procedure in place to overcome the contamination. Hope I'm clear, Lakshmi.
Yes, so I was just thinking of, your bioburden study.
Yeah.
So that is also one of the tests which you do, to prevent kind of contamination or cleanliness.
So what we do in clean rooms every day, we monitor positive pressures and properly maintaining or not. Okay, we do different types of cleaning in clean room. Again, every once in a month we do microbial checking in the clean room to overcome the microbial issues. This again the water which we are using in the process. Basically, when the discussion comes about water, then we'll discuss about water. So basically, our GMP stringency will increase from the raw material to API. Our controls will increase when we go to API clean room. Here, there are a lot of controls because it's a final product. Hope I'm clear, Lakshmi.
Yes, continue.
Yeah, Maheshwari, proceed. Yes, this is classification of clean rooms basically as per ISO standards. Here we are using ISO class, basically ISO class 9 for office rooms, ISO class 9, and again ISO class 8 for API manufacturing. We are using ISO class 8 for API manufacturing and ISO class 5 for basically sterile products and microbiology monitoring room. So we are using ISO class 5. So basically here we are the main criteria is particles cubic feet per minute. Again, lower than this ISO 3 to this is for the chips which we are using in our mobile. For that manufacturing purpose, this ISO 3 4 they are using. Here we are using ULPA filters, ultra low particulated air filters. This is for microbial this microchips manufacturing, where we are using this ISO 321. So basically for our API manufacturing, we are using ISO class 8. For office rooms, it's class 9. And for formulated products, ISO class. This is standard classification of clean rooms. Yeah, Mahesh
So
bhai.
one question we have here by Sharmila. She heard about four classes of rooms, class 1 to class 4. In class 1 there is no contamination, there is a sterile area where differential pressures and air filters exist near the doors. So okay, so probably you are talking about ISO 1 2 like that, right?
Yes, yes. That is our classification.
So in API we normally use ISO classifications.
ISO class 8. So coming to our next thing, HVAC. So this is actually AHU. AHU means air handling unit. This is we are using to supply air inside the clean room. So the HVAC means heating, ventilation, and air condition system. If you see the inside diagram of a AHU, I told HEPA, na? The abbreviation of HEPA also here, high efficiency particulate air. Okay, and filter also you can add. So inside diagram you see here arrow is there, na? Outside air will come here, then there will be a filters to filter the air, again a heating coil, again chilled water, and again what is this reheating coil and blower and supply to inside. So here if you say basically in general, once air come to inside, there are some 10 filters will be there. So here particles in the air more than 10 microns will stop here. Then again, so heating coil, I will explain heating coil. It is cooling coil. So basically air will be in summer hot, summer air will be at 40 to 43 degrees. So what it will do, it reduce to some below 25. Then it passes through the blower and it will go inside through HEPA filter. Again, I am telling about heating coil. If you take in winter season, or if you take some areas like very cold places, there basically it will be in general 10 degrees 12 degrees will be there in the general air. If you take inside that air, so we need to maintain some product conditions also. That's why we need to heat that air. For that purpose here heating coil also is there. So this is the inside diagram where is supplying inside the clean room through filtration process. This is air handling unit. 10 micron filter will be there, followed by 5 micron filter, followed by 0.3 micron filter to filter the air, to remove the any what we say particles, extraneous matter in the air.
Great, Shafi. We have one question.
Yeah.
In ISO 1, which type of manufacturing is done?
I told na the in our mobile chips what we are there will be a chips na microchips. Microchips manufacturing will be done in ISO 3 2 in the type of classification. Basically, these chips, if any dust is in overlapped on the chips during the manufacturing, that chips will not work actually. So manufacturing of these microchips, Intel and everything is there, na? That will be manufactured in that classification.
And according to you, which class is suitable for API manufacturing?
It's class 8.
ISO 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue, sir.
Again, I told solvent recovery system. Yeah. Basically, It is heart of the company because so we are using a large quantity of solvents in the process. After the process, these solvents will be coming out with a contamination, with some color change, with some impurities. It will come out. Then what we need to do, we need to pure it again, and we need to use in the process again. So this systems SRS is responsible for that. Basically, the purpose of solvent recovery system is already solvents which we are used in the process that we need to purify again. So this is the purpose of SRS. So we take colored or impure solvents in the reactor. We do distillation process. By the distillation process, we get pure solvent again. We test this solvent in the QC again. Then we use in the process. Yes, Ravani. Say, Lakshmi.
Yep.
This is about solvent
No
recovery
more
system.
questions now. Yeah.
So this is the recap. Basically, steps involved in the new product development. I told lab trials first, followed by pilot trials, followed by plant trials and validation batches and regular batches. Then HVAC, heating, ventilation and air conditions. This is basically to supply air in the clean room. Then why we do in-process checks? I told during the reaction process, we do check that key our process is going smooth or not. Any deviation is happening. With this check, we will able to know that it's going in right way or wrong. Again, purpose of shifting. So after size reduction, we will get different types of sizes. To harmonize that thing, we do sieving operation. And purpose of SRS, it's a solvent recovery system to purify used solvents. Then for again here the question someone asked ISO class 8 type we use in API manufacturing. Yeah, yeah,
Basically, it's class 10 lakh, right?
it's 1 lakh. It's 1 lakh. We say ISO class 8 or 1 lakh. Okay.
Yeah. Continue.
Again, coming to workflow and material flow in warehouse. Basically, after receipt of raw materials, whereas people will do goods receipt note. This is basically any material received from the outside. This warehouse people prepare GRN. GRN means goods received note. Then after GRN, QC people will come for sampling. They do sampling. Again, if sample fails, they reject the material and they return to supplier from where the material came. Once it is passed, they do dispensing as per the production request. They issue to the plant and plant people will process in the plant. Then final product will happen. Again, in warehouse people will store again and dispatch to the customer as per the plan. This is the material flow in warehouse. Any questions, Lakshmi?
No, so far. Once they come, I will let you know.
On material flow, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Coming to quality control. Yeah, to quality control. Basically, in quality control, we have different segregations again. One is sampling team. This team is responsible for sampling activity, either raw material, packing material, API, whatever it may be. These special people, this zone is completely responsible for sampling of intermediates, raw materials, active pharmaceutical ingredient. Then wet lab is responsible for in-process sample checks, water content checks, LOD checks, anything required in that wet lab. Then basic lab support. These people are responsible for validation of my method validation, instrument qualification. For that purpose, this lab support people will support. Then microbiology. This is the separate function in QC. This function is responsible for microbial checking of water which we are using in the process. Then microbial checking of facilities which for
Madam, Sar has lost the network.
Yeah, I could see that. Let me just check one.
Okay, madam.
Lakshmi, Maheshwari.
We
We can
can
see
see
you.
you. Yeah, we lost you for a
Okay.
minute.
So again, stability. This is very very important function in QC. Uh, can anyone explain what is the importance of stability? What is the purpose of stability? Any answers, Lakshmi? Lakshmi?
No, actually, no answer on that stability study. But Sharmila is saying Google there is ISO 8 grade contains 352 1, 2, 3, 4, 350. We will come back to this question later, Sharmila. Right now, let's continue with the discussion. I hope it's okay.
Basically, the main purpose of stability is to provide shelf life for the product. Maybe basically expiry or shelf life. Okay. Again, some instrument we are using in the QC. One is HPLC, high performance liquid chromatography. This is to identify unknown impurities. Okay, in any product, if you want to identify unknown impurities, this HPLC we are using. Again, GC, the purpose of GC, main abbreviation of GC is gas chromatography. The purpose of GC is to identify different types of solvent we are using in the process. That content we identify by using this GC test. And XRD, the abbreviation is X-ray diffraction. The purpose of this test is to check our correct form of product getting or not. Okay. Again, differential scanning calorimeter. This is to identify characteristic properties of material. And one more instrument. That instrument name is called Malvan or particle size distribution. This is to check the size, particle size. So this is when we do this check after size reduction operation. Then again IR, this is infrared spectroscopy to identify structure of the compound. Again KF, coefficient titration, this is to identify moisture content. Then ultraviolet spectroscopy, this is to identify the product content by using color identification. So this is the different types of equipments we are using in the QC and their purpose. Lakshmi.
Yes, we continue.
Again, some recap. What is GRN? It's a goods received note. When any material received in warehouse, warehouse people will prepare this thing. This is goods received note. Again, what is quarantine? Once material received, this kept in quarantine after sampling. That is called quarantine. Purpose of Malvan to analyze the particle size. And what does microbiology lab check? I told they'll do microbial content in clean room, they'll check microbial content in water, they'll check microbial content in product. This is the purpose of microbiology basically.
Next slide.
Yeah, Maheshwari, please proceed. Again, some recap. Yeah, proceed. Yeah, proceed. Not a problem. Proceed. This is a recap only. The purpose of HPLC, I told, to unknown impurities. Yeah. Again, one more department. Just briefing here. R&D. This is for research and
Sorry, students, we have a small internet interruption. Please wait for few seconds. Madam,
Hello, Maheshwari.
yeah, yes, sir, you can continue.
Is I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm saying process R&D responsibilities. Basically, they support for the any if any process deviation happens in regular manufacturing. Again, they do support for the continuous improvement projects to reduce the manufacturing cost, to improve the yields, and they do support in investigations. Basically investigation, when anything deviation happens, so how it is happen, why it is happen, for that purpose these people will support. Basically these people are basically from the chemistry background, and they support to identifying the alternate vendors. Okay. Again, analytical R&D will be there. These people are supporting for the method development, and again investigations, impurity synthesis, and working standard preparation. This is the basic responsibility of process R&D in API manufacturing. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. Coming to ESD, engineering services department. In this I told one side function is utilities. So we are using different types of utilities in the process. One is air, another one is nitrogen, cooling water. Basically cooling water we are using for control the reaction temperatures actually. Okay, when any reaction is happening, so it's an exothermic reaction, we do control by applying cooling water to the reactor. Again, water, we are using basically two types of water. One is potable water, another one is purified water in the process. For intermediates we use potable water, for the APIs we use purified water. Again, coming to steam. Steam is a water vapor. Basically, we are using to heat, for the heating process. For execution of reactions, we need to heat the reaction mass. For that purpose, we are using steam. Again, chilled brine, chilled water. This is basically to cool the reaction temperature. Coming to civil, this is for building and maintenance or new building and facility execution. The civil person will support. Coming to instrumentation, we are using different types of instrument, digital transmitters, temperature transmitters, weighing balances. So for that purpose, these people will support. Coming to mechanical people, mechanical they are using for, these people will support for new projects. Any new projects are coming for this purpose. Again, we do preventive maintenance for the reactors to stop in between break.
So till then, any questions you have, you can drop in the chat box. So far, you have, you were looking at various departments which were working in API industry. So it is not just manufacture, only production, but there are other connecting departments also, like, QC, QA, engineering services, our SHE department, etc. So it's very important to understand how industry works actually. We are just waiting for Shafi to come back. So any questions you can drop in the chat boxes.
Hello.
Yeah, Shafi, you're back.
Yeah. So where I'm discussing about mechanical department. They are responsible for different types of equipment which we are using in the process for the breakdown maintenance of that equipments and preventive maintenance of the preventive maintenance. Actually, we are doing in advance in an approach that nothing. I mean, we are. In a proactive approach, we are identifying any abnormalities in the machine and we are mitigating the process. That is preventive maintenance. So this is about engineering services department.
Next
Next,
slide.
yeah. Maheshwari, you been previous slide. Next, yeah. Uh, so this is very important resource in our API industry. Without water, we cannot do anything. To any process, we are using water. So I told we are using different types of waters in the process. Basically, two types of waters we are using. One is potable water, another one is purified water. I told already potable water for intermediate manufacturing and purified water for API manufacturing. So basically, we have different types of grades. Then different types of water and their usage in our manufacturing. One is process water. Basically, source of this water is from the borewell. This is we are using for cooling purpose. Basically, for cooling towers, gardening purpose we are using. Again, potable water. So we using this water in API manufacturing. Basically for intermediates. And demineralized water currently we not in the system, and purified water this is for API manufacturing, and water for injection this is for a final API for sterile purpose. Basically, we take raw water and we do different types of treatments from the RO system, ultrafiltration, nanofiltration. From that we'll purify our water and we use in the process. Yeah. Some different types of images is there. These are water system images. Basically, these are RO systems, reverse osmosis system. Based on the particle size, we use RO filtration, nanofiltration, ultrafiltration. We use for purification process. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. We are short actually. It's just a recap. Different types of utility. I told steam, air, nitrogen, water. This comes under utilities. and where are process and purified water used. Basically, process water, that is potable water, used for intermediates, and purified water which used for API. What is calibration? This I didn't explain you. Basically I told we are using different types of instruments. So this is for basically identifying temperature, what is the reaction temperature, and when we are doing when we get our API product for we need to weigh the material to get the how much material we got. Basically weighing balance we are using. So calibration is actually activity. We are checking that our machine or instrument is working or not against the standard. There will be a standard which will be issued by the relevant government authority. With that standard we check that our instrument is properly working or not. That is the calibration. Every day we do this calibration before performing any activity on that instrument. Yeah, yeah, proceed. Again, the quality assurance and some sections in the quality assurance. One is related to one moment, I'm unable to see. I'll take my PPT. One moment. Yeah, coming to quality assurance, first section is release. So basically, quality assurance people are responsible for the quality assurance because they are monitoring everything in the manufacturing area. If anything, any material, any intermediate or any API, they need to release before releasing in the market. They need to ensure that everything is properly done as per the procedure. Again, they are responsible for the change controls, line clearance. Change control means if we are doing any changes in the procedure, maybe the process, equipment, machine, whatever it may be, if we are doing any change, we need to go through the change control procedure. Okay, that is change control procedure. Again, coming to audits. So audits and investigations. Basically, we are doing manufacturing of life-saving drugs. Different types of authorities will come to check that these people doing properly or not, proper safety and quality. Basically, a lot of audits happen in API plants. Okay, and investigations. If anything happens wrong, we do investigation to identify the root cause. Again, employee training. Yes, so quality assurance is responsible for responsible for employee training. Basically, if any new employee comes to API plant, we do induction. The purpose of induction is to introduce new employee to different departments. Basically, when he is working in the API, he needs to know which department is responsible for what. That is the purpose of induction, to familiar with each department. And we give some basic GMP trainings, safety trainings, and we give some SOP training. Then we certify the employee and based on OJT. Then we'll give this person to start doing work. This is basically employee training procedure. And product quality reviews. So this is the basic purpose of this review is that to check the consistency of our product. Okay, how our product is behaving, how many batches we manufactured, how the trend is. To check that thing, we do product quality reviews. Again, Lakshmi, is there any questions?
We have one question. Which standard do we generally use for calibration?
Basically, different type of standards we use. Let us take an example of weighing balance. We take different types of weights. Basically, these weights are approved by legal metrology department. This is government authority. They check these weights. Basically, let us say we need to check the performance of our calibration of our weighing balance. We put some 1 kilo weight on the weighing balance. We see that how it is. What is the result? It is showing 1 kg, or it is showing something different, because here standard is the weight, 1 kg weight, which we kept on the weighing balance. Against the standard we check. So based on the different types of instrument, standard will change.
So
I'm
there
clear.
are agencies like NIST,
Le-
etc., who
Yeah,
deliver these
there will
tasks.
be legal methodology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue, Shafi.
Yeah. So coming to regulatory affairs, uh, this department is responsible for submitting drug master file to regulatory authority. If any deficiencies in the product, they will submit. They will be the in between our API plant, in between and agency. They communicate both sides, and they update any changes in the process. They update to regulatory agency, and any changes in the regulatory they will update to us. Basically, regulatory affairs purpose is this. Yeah, proceed, Mahesh. Uh, I told what is mean. Yeah, come. Yeah, what is meant by document control? Document control means the documents which we are using in the process, that should be in a control, and that should be issued by quality assurance department. We should not use any non-approved copies for the manufacturing process. Okay. Which department is responsible for filling DMF? DMF means drug master file. So this is basically regulatory affairs. Customer complaints basically handled by QA. Data integrity is responsible. Data integrity means it's everyone's responsibility. Basically, integrity means uh, doing right thing when no one is watching. So even watching or not watching, we need to follow our procedures. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Proceed, Mahesh. Again, safety, health, and environment. We give lot of priority for safety. First priority is safety, then followed by productivity and quality. Okay, so safety, when we are doing any breakdown works, we do work permit system, we follow work permit system. If anything happens, we do investigation. There will be a separate team if anything wrong happens, any fire, because we are using different types of solvents, so that leads to fire. There will be a separate department which acts on fires. Again, health, we have occupational health center. If any issues with respect to illness, employees can go there and do check. Again, environment, there will be effluent treatment plant which is generated from the process, wastewater which is generated from the process, and waste disposal mechanism. Incinerator, basically incinerator is used for different any um different types of compounds. I mean, carcinogenic compound which is generated from the for the burning process. We use incinerator. Again, air monitoring. This will be under pollution control board. This pollution control board people will come. They'll come with some instrument. They'll check air monitoring in the manufacturing area. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. Yes, some cartoons related to safety. If during the manufacturing process, if anything wrong, if anything related to issues of any machine is not properly aligned, you need to immediately report. Otherwise, tomorrow this will be any issue related to safety. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. Again, let us take an example. Isolate and drain that system. Okay, before we are taking any breakdown activity, we need to isolate the power, we need to isolate the walls before working on that system. Otherwise, if anything if you are working on any system, someone operates that system, it leads to a fatal. There are a lot of issues, so we need to follow proper safety. So I'm trying to explain you by using these cartoons. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. Again, some work permit system. Basically, while when we are doing some work in the API industry, we do take some general work permit system. If you are doing some work on weldings, cutting, we do take hard work permit. If you are working on heights, we take height permit system. And if we are digging anything, we took excavation. And if we are entering into a confined space, we take vessel entry. These are different types of permit system we have to control the risks which involved in the activity. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. Lakshmi, any questions? Hello?
We have one, not a question, but there is something on regulatory affairs.
Yeah.
So, what is regulatory affairs kind of question?
Yeah, let us take example. Let us take we are manufacturing a product called X. So we are manufacturing this product X for US FDA. Let us say US means America. So this regulatory affairs will submit drug master file to US. We are manufacturing X product by using this type of key starting material. By using this process, they'll submit the drug master file to US FDA. Then they will check the process. They will approve based on audit and everything. Hope I'm clear.
Yes, Shafi, continue.
Yeah. Then coming to PP. So actually, personal protective equipments basically we are using to protect from different types of hazards when we are working in the plant. Before this PPE, we have different types of control. One is design control. So when we are designing the system, we need to keep controls there to stop these accidents everything. Then we have engineering controls. Let us take example of some rotating thing. We do some guardings and everything to stop any accidents. Again, there will be administrative control. There will be a supervision from our supervisors how we are working, following proper safety or not. This is the least control, PP. This is the final control where we are using this is general, basically area based helmet, goggles, safety shoe. This is basic safety required to enter into the APA plan. Okay. Again, coming to task based PPE, here we are using different types of hand gloves when we are handling corrosive materials. We are using earplugs in basically where different types of high sound and noise areas. Again, we are using cartridge mask where we are using organic compounds. And we are using nose mask to overcome dust issues. Again, when we are handling the acids strong bases, we are using full shield to protect the body. Again, here there is self-contained breathing apparatus. This is SCBA. When we are entering into the confined space, basically confined space means the area which where low oxygen content is there. So if there is a low oxygen content, uh, there is breathing issue. Then we need to use this SCBA. This is a cylinder which works for 45 minutes. When we are entering into the confined space area, we use this SCBA. This is related to PP. Any questions on PP? Lakshmi.
In which cases SCBA is required?
Yeah, SCBA is required when any incidents, accident, fires, something fires happening in the confined space to help some people. We need to use this SCBA. I mean, smoky areas, oxygen deficient areas, we use SCBA. Clear?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. Again, this is comes under wastewater treatment. Basically, by the from the API process, we'll get different types of effluents. One is high TDS, another one is low TDS. Okay, high TDS means which contains more solids. Okay, low TDS means which contains low solids. Low TDS effluents we take through reverse osmosis process. From there, we'll get pure water. That pure water we use for gardening and chill for the purpose of utilities. And coming to high TDS effluent, we use a multiple effect evaporator to concentrate that liquid, and we do agitated thin film dryer for taking solid from that solution. And this byproducts which we are getting in the process we are using for sending to different customer for detergent and burning process. Yeah, and some recap, different some work permit system. Yeah, this is the work permit systems. Name some work permit system, and which function under she is responsible for safety. This is safety. PP are assigned based on which category. One is area based, and one is task based. Safety helmets are part of which category? That is area based category. Yeah, proceed, Maheshwari. And coming to different types of terminologies we are using in the process. One is AHU, I told, air handling unit. Basically, we are using to supply the air inside the clean room by using this AHU. This comes under ESD. Okay, ESD means Engineering Services Department. Lakshmi, there is one more slide. I can continue. I mean, we are, running late. Not a problem. Hello.
Yeah, it's almost to end. You can
Yeah.
You can
complete it.
continue,
There
sir.
will be one more. There will be one more slide. Some abbreviation that ETP means effluent treatment plant. This comes under, actually not in ESD. This comes under SHE. There is a wrong. Again HVAC. This is the heating, ventilation, air conditioning system. This comes under ESD. We are using for clean room. ECR is a equipment cleaning record which we are using for cleaning the equipment. This is a documented record which we are, when we are cleaning the equipment, we use this record. MF means master formula. PHA is a process hazard analysis. Basically, when we are introducing new process, we do process hazard analysis. We do what are all the hazards involved in this process. We do, okay. Then process safety management, PSM. BOM means bill of materials. HEPA, I told, high efficiency particulate air filter. This is zero point 0.3 micron size. And CPP, this is critical process parameter. Critical process parameter is a step where we need to concentrate more. This parameter is linked to our quality and yield. Yeah, proceed. And this is some quality abbreviations. OOS means out of specification, means the product which does not meet to our criteria. That is OOS. Again, OOT means out of trend. Again, this is not means not fail, but it's trend, missing trend. That's why out of trend. And technical information sheet. TI sheet means technical information. When we want to send any material to QC, we'll write in this technical information and send it to QC. DOE means design of experiments. PQR, product quality review. ZLD means it's a zero liquid discharge. Basically, this is SHE department. SOP, standard operating procedure. MSDS, this is a very important one. Material safety data sheet. So when we are dealing with the different types of compounds, we should know that what is the basic details of that material that we will get from the MSDS. Then QOI, quality observation interaction. So when senior people will come to interact with the floor people, this is quality observation interaction. PPE, I told, personal protective equipments. CCF, that is change control form. Some terminologies which we use in API manufacturing, basic terminologies. Yeah, proceed, Mahesh. Yeah, that's it from my side. There will be a 4 minutes late. We started late, that's why it's late. Yeah, any questions?
Students, you can type your questions in the chat boxes.
Sir, on the right side, you will have a chat box. Chat. Click on that.
Yes.
You can see the questions.
Yeah.
Students,
Right
anyone
now,
having any query, please respond in the chat
There
box.
was one question given by.
Maheshwari, if there is a feedback mechanism also, you take feedback.
Yeah, definitely, sir. I have given the feedback link also for students. Students, please
Yeah.
submit the feedback form. Otherwise, we won't provide the certificate also, participate certificate. If anyone student having any query, please respond in the chat box.
So there was one question, Shafi. Sir, in Google, there is ISO 8 grade contains 35 lakh 20,000 particles. It seems very high. Is ISO 8
Lakshmi, based on size, it is there. If you see the classification, so particles more than zero point 0.1 micron, there will be no particles. Okay. Then particles more than zero point 0.2 micron, there will be nil. Again, particles more than 3 micron, there will be no. In particles more than 5 microns, basically this is 3 lakhs, mean 52,000. So this is mean low number seeing large, but this particles will not be identified by our this thing also, not visible also,
Okay.
even not
So
visible also.
that's it. We don't have questions now.
So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Or you can reach me on my mail ID also.
Students, anyone having any queries, please respond in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll close the section.
Lakshmi, can I share my mail ID? If they have any queries, they can
They are asking PPT,
write.
sir.
They're asking PPT.
Yeah,
Lakshmi,
actually,
that
we
is with
will give
low.
PDF content to them. Don't worry on that.
Students, sir
Can
will
you?
give a PDF content to on this brief explanation. I will mail to all of you. You can check it and you can prepare in that. Okay. If anyone having any queries, please respond.
Yeah, just posted my mail ID.
So, any homeworks to them, Shafi? Planned any homeworks?
Uh, so I'm expecting you need to explain the responsibility. I mean, after completion of this training, you will be able to know what department is responsible for what. Okay, and you should briefly define what is a drug product, what is drug substance, and PPE what we are using in the API manufacturing. That will be the homework.
Sir, one more question. Which rule and regulations are being followed in the case of permit system?
Basically permit system, we prepared as in-house. We have different types of permits. Basically the severity of the work, based on the severity of the work we do work permit. Basically we have 15-16 types of work permit system. If we are entering into the, let us take a confined space area, we do check oxygen content. Sometimes in the preventive maintenance process, operator will be entering into the equipment. So basically the measures we take during this activity, we do clean the equipment completely without any product, and we put the continuous air into the vessel. Again we check the LEL content. Any explosives are there, we'll check LEL content, and the person who is entering into the confined space area, he will go with the SCBA.
Thank you, sir. Students, anyone having any query, please respond. Or otherwise, please put in a chat box. No queries, no doubts.
I
Please
just posted
repeated
my
homework once again.
homework is responsibility of each department in API. Okay, some examples of drug products. To segregate drug products, basically, orals, topicals, and parentals. These two is enough.
Students, anyone
Hope
having
I'm
any?
clear.
Yeah, clear, sir. Thank you. Students, anyone having any queries, please respond. Otherwise, put in a chat box. No doubts. Please respond.
So, I think we can close
Yeah,
for today.
close now. Thank you, sir. Thank you
So,
so
Thank you,
much.
Shafi. Thank you so much
yeah,
for taking up
Maheshwari,
this session.
please share
Yeah,
feedback.
definitely, sir. I'll share. At the end of the day, I'll share all feedbacks to each and everyone.
So, total, how many participants there?
Today, only 1190 came, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Maheshwari. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, one and
Thank you,
all.
sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, madam. Students,
I'm
Yeah,
logging
thank
off.
you
yeah.
guys.
Thank you, students.
Yeah, thank
The section is closing.